All right, man. Welcome to the 290 Mo podcast. I appreciate your time, man. If you could introduce yourself to my viewers and listeners.
What's going on, y'all? You already know it's your boy Troche. Man, 1/4 of BHNWB, bald head niggas with beards. You know what I'm saying? We out here going crazy out here on the scene. You know what I'm saying? Everybody starting to wake up to what it is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Troche. You can find me at Troche, ITSTROCHE everywhere. You can find me and my bros at BHNWB and BHNWB4 on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? We just out here ripping shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And before we get into bald head niggas with beards, man, I just wanna start with your story from the beginning, man.
Yeah, let's go.
If you don't mind, man, where you from, man? What was your childhood like?
I'm actually from this area, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's
Yeah,
up,
like
man.
halfway Austin area, halfway Garfield area, you know what I'm saying? So in the Austin area over here, you know what I'm saying, this where like my childhood was, like my super childhood, but like I was raised in the Garfield area. Martin Luther King buildings over there, on Holman and Madison, stuff like that, yeah.
And what was your experience like, you know what I'm saying? Because Chicago, you know, a lot of people portray it one way, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's a lot of good things as well. But what was your experience specifically like?
You mean growing up in those areas, or
Yeah, just
how
growing
it
up
is
in the city,
Chicago,
you know what I'm
period?
saying? Just pure your experience, you know what I'm saying? Was it good, bad?
Man,
you know
I
what
feel
I'm saying?
like it be what you make it, and like in a literal fashion too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you be in those areas where all that wild shit be happening, then you gonna experience a lot of wild shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But if your mindset different and you trying to like explore different places, like you more than likely gonna be, you know what I'm saying, you gonna have a nice little upbringing and background on you, cause like you're more seasoned, you're more traveled and shit like that.
Right.
You more like you went out there to experience all that shit that the motherfuckers didn't want to experience. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfucking all the like super violent shit. I feel like, you know, like in Chicago, like you know where the violence at. You know what I'm saying? Like shit can happen to you no matter where you at. But if you like in those areas that the shit is already a high probability,
Right.
you more than likely gonna be in some shit.
All right, that's what I tell people. I know a lot of people from out of town. I went to Job Corps for a little minute, so I know a lot of people from out of town. And you told me from Chicago, they be like, "What, Chirac?" You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, it's the guns, the gangs. It's a reality. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't shooting at nobody, ain't nobody gonna shoot at you. I mean, you know, we do have tragedy, straight bullets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? For the most part, it's a lot of successful people that come from where we come from. So that's what's up, man. So growing up, man, what was your aspirations, man? When it was like Troche, man, you could be anything you want to be, man. What did you want to be?
Man, I was on some hooping shit. Yeah, I was on some hooping shit. I did my first 2 years of high school, like really hooping and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I started that shit in grammar school. Motherfucking freshman year, Providence St. Mel, you know what I'm saying? I was on a little partial scholarship for hooping and shit. And nigga was decent with it, you know what I'm saying? Like one game and shit, I went up, came down on my knee. And after that, I couldn't jump like I used to no more, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I still try to rehab that motherfucker the way we know how, you know what I'm saying? My OG, she ain't got no motherfucking money like that. She raising 3 sons and shit, you know what I'm saying? My pops and shit, they had a fucked up relationship. He was, like, gone already and shit like that. So, you know, a nigga had to transition on what he gonna do now. Like, so, now my jumping ability ain't what it is, you know what I'm saying? And we ain't got the money to go get my shit fixed. Like it's got to be fixed for me to hoop for real and shit like that. So that shit just went by the wayside, and that's when the music came. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, that's when I just started like paying attention to my older brother and shit. Him and my cousins, they had their group. Niggas was cold. You know what I'm saying? And around that time, like the Locks had came out. DMX, fucking, you know what I'm saying? That Wu-Tang Triumph shit dropped all at the same time for me, you know what I'm saying? And I started like locking in on that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, this what the fuck I'm really trying to do, you know what I'm saying? Because that the way that shit used to make me feel, I knew it was a different like relationship with that shit.
Okay. So before we get into the music, real quick, cause I'm a big sports dude, man. So what position did you play, man?
Small forward.
Small forward. Was you decent? Was he?
I was nice with it. Like I said, I was on a partial scholarship. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on something. Like this is a fully academic school that gave me this. So yeah, you got to be in there on some other type shit. So you know.
Yeah. Okay. So And at that time and leading up to that time, what was your experiences with music? Was it, you know what I'm saying? Because I know you said after that you took it seriously. So before that, how deep was you in music?
Like it was like damn near non-existent for real.
Oh, yeah?
You know what I'm saying? Like it was like right in the beginning. Like I had started dabbling with even like trying to write a verse while I was still doing the basketball thing. Like I didn't even really care about music like that at that point.
Was you listening to music? What was you listening to?
Yeah, I was listening to music. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's when that Wu-Tang, that Triumph came out around that time. You know what I'm saying? And some more shit. Like I said, that 4321, that's the song. When I heard DMX for the first time, bro, I was like, it's over. It's over. Dude, cold. Dude got it. Dude got it.
Okay, so speaking of DMX, you know what I'm saying, hearing him for the first time, when you wrote them first bars, man, what was your subject matter like? What was you talking about?
Dude, that shit wild, cause I did not even rap the same how I rap now. Like I did not rap nothing close to that. Like I just used to like go find a lot of big words and shit and put that shit in the sentence and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like motherfuckers used to call me like more lyrical on the Wu-Tang side, cause that's all niggas knew back then for real though. If you was like spitting bars like that, like with a lot of science in your shit, nigga, you was Wu-Tang. That's what niggas used to relate that shit to, but it wasn't even necessarily Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying? But that's what it was.
Okay. How was you expanding your vocabulary at this time? Like you mentioned using big words, like was you reading the sources? Was you just listening to Wu-Tang?
Yeah,
how you do that?
Yes, bro. All that shit, bro. The source, dictionary, you know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker just like write a line and shit, and then you gotta make the line make sense. So now you trying to find words that mean what you trying to say, but sound like the same rhyme you doing. Like, dude, that shit was crazy, bro.
That's why I say that creative process gotta be crazy.
That
you
shit
know
was
what I'm
crazy,
saying?
bro.
I can only imagine like how long it takes to complete a project that way.
You talking about back then?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Not for me though. It wasn't that hard because I came in this shit with my dedication.
Okay, for sure.
Like the nigga who you see me as now, that going to get it ass dude, like by any means necessary, damn near, you know what I'm saying, kind of dude. I started like that. Like this ain't no new shit. My work ethic always been my work ethic. My passion always been my passion since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like I always showed up like this was my one chance.
Okay.
Every time.
So since you say your passion always been like that from the beginning, when you started writing the first time, what was your goal in mind? Like, why was you writing? Like, what made you decide to write?
I just wanted to see if I was slick. You know what I'm saying? At first, like, because that's how you even test yourself. When you write your own shit for the first time, you know what I'm saying? Like, the reaction you get from the niggas who you let hear it, that's how you really know if, I can really do this shit. Or no, I'm garbage as hell. Let me go and leave that shit alone. So I was just writing to see if I can write some slicky shit on paper. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers ooh and ah that shit. And niggas was doing that shit. So I'm like, all right, bet this is definitely what the fuck I'm doing.
So when you first, did you like complete a whole song and then share it with the homies, or did you put it on Facebook? What'd you do with that first music you was making?
So like first with the first music, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no creating songs. That shit came a little later. It was just verses back then, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas, verses like a motherfucker, and like you will spit some shit to your homies, they'll spit some of they shit, and niggas was just doing that. Motherfuckers wasn't really forming whole songs. That shit came a little later with a little guidance from some other cats, you know what I'm saying? Like to like do it like this and then make a hook and then put that in there and do it like that, you know what I'm saying? So a motherfucker took a lot of critiquing.
Okay, so you coming up, you know what I'm saying, you put the ball down and you picked up the pen and the pad. So once, if you don't mind me asking, who was giving you the critiques, and was you still, you know what I'm saying, like you said, it's a total difference from the way you rapped then and you rap now. So who gave you the critique, and did you also, you know what I'm saying, critique yourself, like after you record a song, be like, I'm gonna stop doing this, stop doing that, or did you just evolve as you went?
So back then, when I was rocking, I was with 767 Music. The nigga that owned it named Alizé. You know what I'm saying? He was a part of a group called PMP, Practice Make Perfect. They was with Raw Dope. Raw Dope Records is who Kush Conflict was with. You know what I'm saying? So we was up under Alizé. You know what I'm saying? He took us on like some, you know what I'm saying, like some, I'm finna school y'all, I'm gonna take y'all little niggas under my wing and build y'all, you know what I'm saying, turned us into a group. That's how we, you know what I'm saying, start honing in on the new way we rap now and shit, cause he used to like give a motherfucker like just little tips, like yeah, put a little character in your shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Like say it like this, put some swag on that part, or chop up them words in a way that sounds slick as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like he used to do all that shit, bro. I ain't gonna never tell nobody nothing different. That nigga Alizé is the reason a nigga cold today. Like I'm not gonna even lie.
Okay. So another thing I want to know is one thing you hear a lot today is like artists not knowing the business side of the music. You know what I'm saying? So when you was creating music, was it like a signed situation? Like was you signed to them and they was releasing your music, or how did you know what I'm saying, get to the level where you knew how to release your music or get the rights to your music and stuff like that?
Man, I'm ashamed to say that shit took way longer than it should have. You know what I'm saying? Back then it wasn't no signed shit. It was just like you knew we was what it was. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the hood knew, yeah, that's they nigga, you know what I'm saying? He they group type shit. It was just like that, you know what I'm saying? It took a long fucking time for a motherfucker to like get educated on the business side of the shit, you know what I'm saying? Just after putting out so much shit for so long and just still at the same spot, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck am I even doing? You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, I'm doing it because I love it, but you still want to like kind of get some of your putty in back, you know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
And shit like that. So I mean, that's when you get to questioning yourself, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you gonna learn this shit? Are you gonna be legit with this shit? Cause like other motherfuckers out here legit with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's some people that won't even work with you if your shit ain't in order, and as they shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not finna come back later and tell me I owe you some shit that I don't think I owe you just because we didn't fill out the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? We'll do it like that. So I get it.
Okay. So you saying it wasn't like a label situation. So another thing coming up, you know what I'm saying, and you can talk about the evolution of this process as well from then to now. How did you promote, you know what I'm saying, your music? You know what I'm saying? You mentioned sharing it with the guys, but outside of that, how did you get your music out to other people?
Dog, it was the age of niggas getting CDs made and standing in the street, my nigga. Like, for real. And then trying to get on as many shows as you can and just go fucking crazy for the crowd, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get your buzz. And then like it's another shit of like battling other little niggas from other little hoods and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the name just grow on its own. It grow on its own. You know what I'm saying?
And when you coming up like that, do you feel like you grinding towards a goal, or are you living in the moment? Like do you think have a goal in mind when you going to battling different hoods and passing out CDs as a goal in mind, or you feel like it's just a part of the process?
Yeah, no, see, that's what I was kind of like getting at when I was saying like I always took it serious from the beginning. Always been that serious to me in the beginning. Like everything I'm doing is for a reason to get me to the next step. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I fumble right here, I probably don't even get the chance again to get to be on that same track. So I just used to go in that motherfucker with demon mentality every time. Like, yo, I don't give a fuck who I'm battling. I'm finna eat the shit out this nigga today. Pause. For sure. Dude gotta get it, like dead ass. Like I don't give a fuck who it is. Even if he out punchline me, you know what I'm saying? I'ma outperform this nigga. So I used to like I still do now. If you see me, I'm an active performer. Like, and I always been like that.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely seen you do your thing up at Empire. You know what I'm saying? I got footage of it. So let me ask you that with that mindset, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause failures come with life. You know what I'm saying? Failures, disappointments. You know what I'm saying? Things might not happen how you expected it. So with you having that killer instinct, how do you take, you know what I'm saying, a loss, or you know what I'm saying, a defeat, or something, a song don't get a response that you want to get? How do you deal with that?
I mean, you definitely like lose some energy in some aspect to this shit, cause it's like, yo, I put all this effort into this shit, all this work into this shit for that shit to fail. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn, I just lost a lot of shit trying to even do this. How the fuck this didn't work? Cause I done lost everything. I done lost friendships. I done lost relationships over this shit. I done blew a lot of money on this shit. You know what I'm saying? I done wasted a lot of fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it don't work, you gotta call it what it is. Like, I wasted all that damn time when I could have been probably doing this other track, but you can't think like that in the moment. You can't. You always gotta think hey, nigga, I'm on the right track and I'm doing the right thing, so I'm finna go crazy in this one shot I got every time. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fucking the college brackets, nigga. You get eliminated the first round, so I'm going in every motherfucking round, and I'm finna play this team like they can send me home, and I don't never get a chance to get to the championship.
For sure. So and then being an artist, you know what I'm saying, and just listening to your music, you know what I'm saying, it's different. You can find different vibes, you know what I'm saying, different songs, you know what I'm saying, and you could tell that you definitely been working at your craft. So with that being said, let me ask you this: when you create music, do you be like, or even a project, do you be like, I gotta have, you know what I'm saying, something for the club, something for the radio, something for Lakeshore Drive, or do you just vibe, you know what I'm saying, and create whatever you feel?
So man, I take that beat, like I listen to tracks, and I take the beat that talk to me, and I talk back to the track. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even like go into writing that song with, oh, I'm finna write this kind of song to this beat, cause it might not even come out as that when I get done with it. You know what I'm saying? I can go into that motherfucker all day long and be like, oh, I'm finna make this a club track. And then by the time I get done with the damn song, it's just some groovy ass swaggy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like to a beat that you know I was supposed to turn up on. But my brain think a little different. So I'm gonna give you some groovy swaggy shit on some club shit. But it's still gonna be clubbable.
Okay. And still talking about the creative process, when you're in the studio, do you come with a backpack full of notebooks? Do you punching in and out? What's it like when you in the studio?
So I still writing my notepad, bro. I don't know why. Cause I see a lot of motherfuckers with the phones and shit. I'm like, I'm trying to transition over to the phone thing, bro, but I don't know, bro.
Me too. I only something about pen and paper, man. Like even now I got all these computers, but like everything, all my scheduling and stuff, I do pen and paper. I don't know what it is about.
I don't know, bro. But my guy Syndrome. Shout out to Syndrome. Shout out to Cliffo. Shout out to Doji Mac. Shout out to Keisha Cautious. It Hustle Entertainment. Shout out to Genesis Unique. Shout out to Yetta Baby, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, my bro Syndrome, he was like, yo, you know, that notepad gonna be worth some money later and shit like that, cause niggas don't still writing that no more, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, I ain't even think about it like that, cause I got about 1,000 of these motherfuckers.
That's what I was gonna say. You keep them all?
Like,
you keep them all?
I keep them, like I don't really fuck with them. They like in the storage bin, like.
Sure.
A lot of old shit, like some of the pages falling up out the coils and shit like that. But still, like I try and keep it together. Like wrote all the titles of the verses or the songs on the front of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on to them, man, for the autobiography, man, for the documentary, man, when this shit blow up, man.
But I don't be like in my old shit though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm that nigga that make a song today and hate the shit I just made yesterday, and keep going like that. Like I make some shit tomorrow, hate the shit I just made today. Like oh that shit was weak. You know what I'm saying? I feel
like that's a good attribute for like a creative to have, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it keep you moving forward, you know what I'm saying? It don't keep you, you know what I'm saying, too bogged down on one song or one vibe, you know what I'm saying? I feel like artists, just some of the artists I know personally, you know what I'm saying, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the best thing they could do is create, you know what I'm saying, and move on to the next thing. Like if it sound good, you know what I'm saying, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, put it out, because you might have a fan, you know what I'm saying, they might fuck with it, you know what I'm saying. As long as it's good quality, you know what I'm saying, put it out, move on to the next one.
Yeah, for real. And I don't press though when I'm writing, you know what I'm saying? Like if the motherfucking vibe ain't there for that song at that time, I go to the next song that day. I done worked on like 6 songs in one day before, just cause like I was getting the different vibes for the shit at different times of the day and I ain't want to lose it. So I'm like, yeah, let me go do this shit right now, you know what I'm saying? Put this down and then pre-record it on my phone, shit like that, so I can remember the way I was saying it and shit like that. But like I know the vibe ain't all the way there for me to finish the shit. So I'm gonna just put this line up in there or put these 2 lines up there. I work on it in pieces like that sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Cause I don't like to force nothing. I don't like to force nothing. Like you can damn near hear when you forced it.
And I think that also speaks to like your longevity with it and like how you know the ins and out with it, because well, not because, but since you so versed in the game, when you create music, do you create music at home or is it strictly in the studio? Do you do like reference tracks at home, take to the studio, or what's that like?
So I'm in the process of building my home studio right now, so I don't do none of that. I just grab one of my phones, hit the little voice recorder joint. That's probably the only reference track you gonna get, unless I'm working on a song that got a feature. and the feature not there, but I just want to send them some shit to work on. I do that in one of my sessions or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. All right, man. A couple more before we get into bald head niggas with beards.
for sure.
What's your favorite part of the whole thing, man? Is it the writing? Is it performing? Is it networking? What's your favorite thing about the whole industry?
It ain't no favorite thing.
Oh yeah.
It ain't no favorite thing for me. I mean, if you made me give you one out of that, it's gonna be the whole creative process of like just coming up with the song, like building that hook off of listening to that track, and then building them verses, like, cause you gotta remember you gotta catch motherfuckers in certain areas. So now I gotta throw some slick shit right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the whole construction of the song, period. So yeah, but I love all that shit. I love all that shit, man. Ask the bros, bro. They be like, Troche don't want to turn down no shows.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So when they bring a show up, I'll be like, yep.
Yeah, I see your name on everything, man. It's a flyer every day, man.
Man, bro, I'm trying to get it, bro. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying not to lose, bro.
So you say you love everything about it, man, but a lot of situations, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things got a yin and yang to it, man. So give me one thing, man, that's your least favorite. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's gonna be everybody's least favorite. The amount of money you gotta put into this shit for the return. You know what I'm saying? That's the least favorite part. Yeah, it's going to a bigger goal, but damn, in that moment you be like, fuck, this shit is adding up a little quickly, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all the shit you gotta pay for, man.
Everything.
Man.
So when, how, who taught you about, you know what I'm saying, investing in yourself and your music? Because I talk to a lot of artists. I see a lot of younger artists, you know what I'm saying, that don't, you know what I'm saying, don't invest in cover art for a single, you know what I'm saying, no promotion, you know what I'm saying, shit, like they feel like a manager is supposed to do that. They feel like they do one song and the label gonna come find them and give them the bag, you know what I'm saying. When did you know that you had to, you know what I'm saying, take money and put it into yourself?
So that would have came early as hell. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, early as hell. Like,
you say he was
right
pressing
with
CDs and
Zaysky,
shit.
man. With Alizé, man, I'm telling you, that motherfucker, man, bro, he really developed us. You know what I'm saying? Me and my bro 9 Mil. Shout out to 9 Mil, man. Shout out to Repo. Shout out to the Glitch. You know what I'm saying? Man, bro, shout out to KT. And he really built us. You know what I'm saying? Like he put everything in our mind. We was lucky because we were able to be around Raw Dope Records at a young age. You know what I'm saying? So we seen how Shorty Capone was, you know what I'm saying, running his company and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Shorty Capone. Shout out to Shondell. Yeah, bro. Shout out to Lupe Fiasco. Shout out to D-Lo. Shout out to Sosa Karan. Hey, man, look. I was around this shit early, man. And I just saw everything firsthand. You know what I'm saying? I saw the beginning to Lupe Fiasco. Like, I was right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw how, like, Shorty Capone just was running the whole fucking company, bro. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, how everything had to be on point, how all the motherfucking music had to be crispy, how all the engineers had to come with the craziest beats. Nigga, it used to be 5 engineers in the same fucking room and shit, like trying to pitch songs to fucking Lupe Fiasco, The Pack, all the motherfuckers, like 5 niggas in the same room, all with their MP set up in different corners and shit. Like, it's like it was a fucking competition or who's finna sell the first beat to these niggas. That shit was crazy, bro.
That's dope.
That shit was crazy, bro. Motherfuckers don't even understand.
So what you know what I'm saying, having, you know what I'm saying, this seat in the classroom watching the game, you know what I'm saying. I know you also seen, you know what I'm saying, like the ups and downs, you know what I'm saying, people get hot, you know what I'm saying, and lose that. When do you take notes on that stuff, or you just be like, everybody's situation is different, that ain't me, I'm not gonna do that, or you just be like, I'm me, you know what I'm saying?
Now, you definitely got to take notes on all that type of stuff, because if you really intend on being in this game, you got to lock in on where somebody else fails so you don't fall into that same kind of trap, you know what I'm saying? And I know you can do as much as you can to not fall in there, but shit happen anyway, because that's just how living is, you know what I'm saying? But, like, you will help yourself by knowing some of the shit that might come up and just be able to curve all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So, hell yeah, bro. This.
Okay, man. Bald head niggas with beards, man.
The Brodies.
I wanna know about the dynamic of everybody, man. Cause just from, you know what I'm saying, from kind of like history, damn near, you know what I'm saying, groups, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying, work, chemistry, they don't work, you know what I'm saying. So what is it about the dynamic of bald head niggas with beards that make y'all work?
The dynamic that makes us work is the fact that we was all solo acts before we didn't just come out as the group. We was all our individual things, and we was like, all right, let's do this young merger project right here and see what happened. The shit just was going so well, you know what I'm saying? We know we can work well with each other, you know what I'm saying? But just like any motherfucking group, just like you said, you gonna have your ups, you gonna have your downs and shit. Like that shit ain't gonna always be perfect when there's 4 different kind of personalities that's, you know what I'm saying, meshing every day. You know what I'm saying? But we keep a balance of that shit because we talk a lot. We know what we doing it for. You know what I'm saying? We know what's at stake. We love this shit the same. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, man, because we all four totally different sounding niggas, but motherfucker told me, like, we don't even, like, they don't stand out when we want, like, when we the group, like, you can't tell us apart because it blends so well together. Right. That shit is wild to me.
So let me ask you this, man. If you could, real quick, I know they're not here, but just run through the members, you know what I'm saying, and what they individually bring.
Oh, man. Now that's crazy. So Doty gonna give you that motherfucking, he gonna give you that song structure, that song life. Doty be all in that shit, bro. Like he me and this nigga, we done sat at the computer and like broke down ad-libs, you know what I'm saying, like to the smallest minute, like the just the smallest shit you could do, like, cause we listening for everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's Doty gonna lock in on that music part. You know what I'm saying? So any harmonies and shit that gotta get done and shit like that nigga Doty be on it, you know what I'm saying? Cause he a song creator. Like that's what he do.
Yeah.
Cliffo gonna give you your backpack hip hop kind of taste that you like you trying to get to from the group. Like Cliff gonna bring that dynamic to the motherfucker every time, you know what I'm saying? The way he punches lines, the way he creative with his words and shit, just how he flow, period. You know what I'm saying? Like he that guy. He that guy. And Syndrome, he gon'
I like that name.
He gonna supersonic on your ass. That motherfucker
like
Syndrome, bro.
Like a superhero song.
Yeah, his punchline's crazy, bro. Like, and then like Syndrome can go like levels in. He can go levels into his punch. Like dude can punch every line if he wanted to. Like you hear about that shit. Like dude can like triple entendre punch every line if he wanted to. Like make that whole shit make sense from beginning to the motherfucking end. You got like three meanings to that one verse. Every time. Okay. Dude cold, man.
That's dope, man. So like you mentioned, man, you said everybody was already had their own thing going on, you know what I'm saying? So how did y'all, you know what I'm saying, like was a meeting, how did y'all decide to like make a group, you know what I'm saying, at this stage of y'all career instead of like doing like a Watch the Throne situation, you know what I'm saying? What made y'all like we're gonna be a group and we're gonna name ourselves and go forward?
See, that part would be hard for me to answer because I wasn't there in the beginning. When they first came up with the whole idea, I wasn't around yet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was the last edition. But from what I hear, Doty and Cliff were having a conversation about starting a group, like something about bald head niggas with beards. They both bald head niggas with beards, and one of them said that'll be a dope ass group name and shit like that. And they was like, all right, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like just off the fly, off a fucking video call and shit. Then I think Syndrome saw Cliff in the club and was like, yeah, Doty was telling me about that bald head niggas with beard shit. Like, what's good? You know what I'm saying? It was just like easy. These niggas was handshaking doing it. Like, yeah, all right, we're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no logistics or none of that shit. Like, oh yeah, howdy guy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then they was a fucking group. And then I met Cliff O in Houston. I was out there doing some media coverage shit for fucking Keisha Cautious.
Okay, before you go there, I gotta ask you this. Was you already bald or did you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Oh, you think I cut my shit just to get in the group?
I just fucking with you. Like, man, I really like what y'all doing, man. You know,
that's comedy. You know what? I'm gonna sacrifice my locks, my golden locks, nigga, because like needs in, nigga. Like that's funny as hell, bro.
But so my bad, man. So Houston.
Yeah, and I met Cliff O out there doing some media coverage for Keisha Cautious. You know what I'm saying? She played our songs back to back on her show one day, the Ear Hustle radio show. And she was like, yeah, Cliff O and Troche sound good on the song together and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I guess when we got back from Houston, he went and hollered at Syndrome, and Doty was like, yo, I found the fourth nigga for the group. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they were specifically looking for 4 niggas or it just got to me and they was like, all right, that's enough niggas, you know? Just all right, what the fuck? We're not finna be fucking
niggas is
what's
full.
the BTS out here, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? 60 niggas and all that shit. But yeah, that's how it got started. And like they just did like this, handshake, nigga. I just did the same thing. Like, yeah, let's go. And then that's what it was. And we started having meetings about it. Somebody threw the first track into the fire, and we was like, bet, let's go crazy.
You walking right into all my questions, man. So we talked about your creative process solo. So as a group, what's the creative process like? And also, if this ain't too much to lump on the what is a disagreement look like between the group?
So the creative process, basically, whoever got a fucking beat that they think we could snap on, they throw it in the motherfucking pot. We yay or nay that motherfucker.
Are they responsible for the layout as well, or do y'all work on that together?
Sometimes we let the motherfucker who come with the idea like lay it out. You know what I'm saying? That's they baby at that point. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you hear like different feels on different songs, is because like if I probably threw a track into the motherfucking pot or whatever, and I said, oh, like we should do it like this, they damn near just ran with like this Troche baby. Let Troche structure this how he wanted the structure so it can sound like he wanted it to sound and shit like that. Everybody do that. You know what I'm saying? All 4 of us got that same shit. You know what I'm saying? A disagreement, shit, probably just a fucking procrastination and shit like that.
Is it like one of like for instance, if Troche bring a beat to the table and 3 out of the 4 fuck with it, do the 4th be like, I'm gonna just, you know what I'm saying?
We got a majority rule thing. We got a majority rule thing. So I mean, if it's ever at a 2 and 2, you know what I'm saying? We got Keisha Cautious. That's our manager. You know what I'm saying? So she the tiebreaker. But most of the time it don't go like that. Like at least 3 of us out of the 4 like the beat. And if nobody like the beat, shit, we just keep it and use it for ourselves. Like, look what you missed. Look what I just did to this. You just missed out on this. And all that.
Okay. So I got a couple more, then I'll let you go, man. So with y'all being in a group as well as having solo careers, how do you manage the importance of a project, I guess? You know what I'm saying? Like, what comes first? I know you say you can work at 6 songs in one day, so is that part of it?
Nah, so it's like whatever is like catching flame at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if I'll give you a prime example. Cliff O was still working on The Life and Times of Cliff O when we was working on Monumental. You know what I'm saying? And Cliff O was almost done with that album before we even started the group shit, but he backed his album up because he seen that the 3 songs that we had put out and we was like going around performing and shit like that, motherfuckers was eating that shit up. And that the whole bald head niggas with beard shit grew legs, bro. Like for real. Like it just was overnight and just, my nigga, it's fucking crazy right now. It's fucking ridiculous crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? How many motherfuckers be like, oh yeah, I'm finna cut my shit off so I can get in the group, like you was saying to me. Niggas be saying that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like they be like, oh, I'm a bald head nigga with a beard. Can I be in the group too?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Probably like just fucking around.
Your own lane in the way, you know.
It's a whole thing, bro. Like for real. And then motherfuckers is really fucking with the music.
Right, for sure, because it's hot.
To us, cause for the first time, like when people have first seen us, like if you get on stage and we tell them what the name of the group is, you'll hear chuckles and shit. Like, oh, they funny as hell. Till we start rapping.
Yeah, man.
It's like, oh shit, these niggas can rap.
Yeah, for sure. That's what, like, I ain't gonna flash, man. And I don't think I ever said this. Like, you can watch every episode, man. I haven't heard a song from you yet. You know what I'm saying? I know you said at the beginning shit was different, but I ain't heard a song from you yet that you shitted on. You know what I'm saying? All that shit was hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sound like you could tell the difference in music. You know what I'm saying? Even with a top artist like Chief Keef, you can tell the difference from him really locking in on the music and then him just throwing something together to put something out. And I can tell that you be locked in on the music. And
yeah, that is,
it shows in your work.
I appreciate that shit too, bro.
That's what's up, man. So real quick before we move on from the group, man, you mentioned a few times, man, you could shout it out and expand on it if you want to. But you talked about having a manager. And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes in the rap game, people look at managers like, what about Keisha Cautious that made you all, or if it was before you, but what makes you all comfortable, you know what I'm saying, what help mold your career?
So everybody got their own like separate personal relationship with Keisha, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the shit was damn near like automatic to, you know what I'm saying, fuck with. When we decided, we need a motherfucking manager, you know what I'm saying? It was like, damn near, who the fuck else is gonna be? Nigga, she fuck with every last one of us, you know what I'm saying? In her own way and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? We've all, like, had, you know what I'm saying, like, cool ass, like, vibes with Keisha, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like that was no struggle for us to do, you know what I'm saying? What
did y'all see in a group that made y'all look like, man, we could use a manager, we need a manager?
Just because it's four of us, you know what I'm saying, and four personalities, niggas think different, shit like that. So you gotta have somebody to like kind of reel all that shit in, you know what I'm saying, like bring it all together.
Just like the voting situation.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then it'd be a lot of shit that we can't do. I mean, we can do it, but who really want to do it? Like all the organizing and shit like that. I mean, we all five of us, that's our job and shit like that. So if like a show come across us, like we present it to the whole group, you know what I'm saying? It's just not one person job to find shows for us and shit like that. Yeah, but you know, I really don't want to do that part. I hate that part, you know what I'm saying? The manager shit, all that. I just want to be the artist. Just let me be the artist and let me keep creating. So that's my biggest reason for saying we need a manager, because I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
For sure. If somebody else can do it, let them do it.
For real.
That's dope, man. So a couple more, then I'm gonna let you go, man. I probably asked you this question in several different ways throughout this entire interview, man. But why do you do what you do? What's the end game when you sit back in your rocking chair and you say it's done? What you hope for it to look like?
I always had this big ass vision of like having like a big ass castle, bro. Like the shit, it sound crazy, but like I just want all my people to always be straight forever. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want nobody to ever have to think about fucking working no more. Like if I fuck with you, you know what I'm saying, I want enough bread to make sure you good and your kids good. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how them motherfuckers got it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it's
motherfuckers that ain't never worked a day in their life and doing the shit that make them happy all day, every day with no motherfucking worries, bro. Like that. Why the fuck we can't have that shit? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I got the talent to make sure my people straight forever. Like at least one motherfucker just live your whole life and never had to work and was straight. Period.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely honorable, man. That's the big thing for me too, man. I want to leave a legacy, you know what I'm saying, and make sure my kids ain't got you know what I'm saying, break their back like I do every day, you know what I'm saying, just to barely, you know what I'm saying, get through the top. So that's definitely honorable, man. So real quick, what you got going on right now? What's coming up, man?
Man, bro, working on my album, bro. Panoptic. I'm saying May the drop, but I'm thinking June. I'm thinking June for real.
That's right around the corner.
Yeah, it is right around the corner. I'm on the way, you know what I'm saying? I got the Big 5 show coming up May 8th. The Beats, Sinatra's, Easy Your Hair, first time they all on the stage together at the Promontory, May 8th. I'm on that line. I'm opening up for that. I also got Chicago Appreciation Day coming up. That's in June, I think. That's in June. I don't know why I don't never have my schedule with me, bro. I be tripping.
Man, I
tripping.
literally just had to
schedule,
buy
bro.
a book to write it all down, man. It's crazy, man.
I know I got 2 things coming up before that, and I can't fucking remember what it is right now.
We definitely gonna drop them in the comments, man.
For sure, I'm definitely gonna drop them in the comments, man. That shit crazy, bro. I need to start taking that with me.
It's crazy and it's good, man, because you busy, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's a lot of artists that I know personally, you know what I'm saying, that do one song and just don't do nothing else, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Don't promote it or nothing, man. So that's a good sign that you work. And then, like I said, it definitely shows, you know what I'm saying? Even if, you know what I'm saying, not speaking to you, having that relationship that I speak to every day, I see you every day, you know what I'm saying? If it's not on your thing, it's on somebody else, you know what I'm saying, poster or thing. So you definitely doing what you're supposed to.
For sure. Hey, real quick, man, make sure y'all go download that BHNWB, man, that Monumental, man. It's out on all streaming platforms, man. For real, you finna hear a group that don't sound like nobody else. Like, that's what I can tell you. Make sure y'all also go download that Life and Times of Cliff O. All streaming platforms, man. My bro snapped with his solo, bro. And then go download Dirty G Mac Odyssey, man. Just dropped the other day. So that's 2 out of the 4 with the solos out after the project. So yeah, we
going crazy
coming,
this
bro.
year. This
Yeah,
year.
we coming, bro.
Going crazy.
Yeah, we coming. We coming, bro. We coming back around, nigga, and motherfuckers. Woo!
Okay, man. Yeah, pressure, man. Pressure. Real quick before you get up out of here, man. Let the people know where they can find you on social media, where they can find the music, where they can get their hair shaved. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff, man.
That's crazy. 'Cause I shave my own. Shit,
There y'all go, man. Hit them down.
Hey, but yeah, anybody out there looking, they need a brand ambassador or something for some beard stuff. You know what I'm saying? Big BHNWB, we ready, man. You can find a group at BHNWB and BHNWB4 on Instagram. You can find me at Troche. That's ITSTROCHE everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go download that Pray For Me on all streaming forms right now, featuring Hollow Game Bug, man. Troche, Pray For Me right now. Go get it, man. It's crazy. Everybody love it. Every time I do shows, the whole crowd be singing that shit now. It feel good, bro.
Yeah,
it feel good, bro.
I know that gotta be a high, man.
It feel good, bro. I love it.
That's just the beginning too. That's crazy,
man, bro.
Imagine a stadium doing that shit.
Oh my God.
That's
I can't wait, boy. I be seeing that shit in my dreams, my nigga. I ain't gonna even lie.
I'm already knowing the way he said. I knew this is day one in a minute.
Man, bro, I'm telling you, I be dreaming about that shit, man. Like, I be seeing like, the way I need to lay my set out for my next show and all that type of shit. I be like, this cheating. How you dreaming shit like this?
Mm-hmm. It's the manifest, man.
Man, bro.
Speaking it to existence, man. But I definitely appreciate you coming through, man, sharing all that with my viewers and listeners, man. Can't wait to have you back, man. Keep working.
Appreciate it, bro.
In a minute.